Good morning, students. Welcome back to my session. Upgrade your skills with Zia. So today's topic, what I'm going to discuss. So I listed here. This topic will discuss in today's session. Try to understand carefully because this plays a very important role. So, and even many times in the theory exam also, they ask this kind of question, especially VTU exam. They ask this kind of question, explain alter command with its different options, or write a short note on alter command. What are the advantages of alter command? Generally, this kind of questions they'll ask in the exam. So today's topic will help you in lab as well as theory. Try to understand carefully and try to subscribe my channel, YouTube channel for more updates regarding with the Dbms Lab Session. Okay. So today I'm going to discuss this topic. So alter command with its options. What are the different options we can perform? What are the different options provided by alter command? What are its operations? We will discuss one by one with example. Okay. So basically alter table statement is used to add, delete or modify columns in an existing table. Okay. So from the previous session already we know how to create the table, right? Okay. So here we try to add a column to existing table, or if you want to drop a column from the existing table, or if you want to modify the size of a particular attribute, that time we make use of alter command. Okay. So here I have listed. So alter command basically we use to add a column, drop a column, or to modify the content of the column, or to modify the size of a particular attribute or column with this syntax. Okay. So what is the syntax to add a column? So here alter table, table name, add. Okay. Which column you want to add to already existing table? That column name you should specify here, but don't forget to specify its data type, whether it is int, character, double, okay, or whether it is varchar, and its respective size also. Okay, this is a syntax to add a column. Alter table, table name, add column name with its respective data type and its specified size. Okay, so this is the syntax to add a column. To drop a column, we should follow this syntax. Alter table, table name, drop. Okay, drop command you should use here. And you need to specify a column name. Here, need not necessary to specify any data type. You should remember this syntax. Okay, when you want to drop a column from the existing table, you need to specify only column name. Need not necessary to specify the data type. Okay, as usual, every command in DBMS in SQL and with semicolon. Okay, so this you should remember. Okay, to modify the content, you should make use of this command. Alter table, table name, should make use of the command modify here, and column name, and it's a data type. Okay, ready? So this thing you should remember. Another problem what students will face when they create a table in DBMS Lab, what I have seen is to rename a column. Okay, so I have given syntax here. Try to understand the syntax. Okay, so alter table, table name, rename column. So here you should specify old column name, pivot to new column name. Okay, so this is one example what I have taken. Okay, one example I have taken. Okay, so alter table student, rename column, name to first name. We will see with the help of okay, uh, executing these commands one by one in SQL editor itself. Okay, so later I'll take you to commit statement. So what is the use of commit statement in SQL? So commit is used to permanently save the changes what you have done in the transaction or in the table or in the database. Okay, whatever you have entered, if you want to save those content permanently into the system, permanently into the table, permanently into the database, that time you should make use of commit statement. So what the student generally will do, they'll be hurry to go outside. Okay, when they execute programs in the lab, before giving this commit statement, they'll give a statement called as exit, and they will come out from the window. Okay, that is a bad habit actually. It's not a good practice. Okay, so whenever you want to come out from the SQL window, you need to give commit statement. So if you give commit statement, automatically it will save the changes what you have done to the transaction table. Okay, it is very important. Ready? And then we will see the help of example. I'll show you how to make use of this particular commit statement. We'll see one by one. Okay, and a very important topic what I'm going to discuss today is how to insert multiple values in a table. Okay, till now we know how to enter values into the table. If you want to enter multiple values in the table, how to do that? Okay, with the help of making use of ampersand address operator. Generally, what we say in C language, ampersand symbol, you should give to respective attributes. Okay, so making use of ampersand, connecting ampersand with the attribute, and how to enter multiple values, we will see. Okay, so let's go to the SQL plus. Okay, fine. So here we are in SQL editor now. One second, let me share the screen. Okay, so here let me clear the screen with the help of clear screen command, cl space scr. Okay, so this will clear your screen now. So already we know how to create the table, right? Create table name with its respective attribute names. Okay, so if you don't know how to create the table, please watch my previous session. Okay, last video what I uploaded in the YouTube. Okay, so you can take help from that video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Upgrade your skill with Zia. Okay, let's move on to the topic now. Describe student. I created one table called as student. Okay, so this is my table, student table. So in this student table, I have created this column: first name of the student, marks of the student, mobile number of the student, address of the student, and then age of the student. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns are there. Okay, so column is also called as attribute in SQL terminology. So here, first name is of the type varchar, marks is of the type integer, mobile number is of the type integer, address is of the type varchar, age is of the type number. Okay, so I inserted, let me insert a value. Insert into a student table name, right? Student values. Try to enter carefully values. It is not value. Okay. So here first name you should enter. Okay. Column is first name, right? So you should enter the value for the first name. Let me take a value as John. Since it is varchar type, I should enter this thing within a single quote. Okay, separate the attributes with the comma. Marks is of the type number, so integer need not necessary to represent it in the single quote. Directly you can enter. So marks, it will take 65. Separate this with the comma. Mobile number, randomly you can give mobile number. Okay, so need not necessary to represent in the single quote since it is of the type integer. So address we have, try to specify the address. Let me give address as okay, something Delhi. Okay. Okay, so separate this attribute with the comma. Then age is of the type integer. So let me give the age as 42. Close this and this insert command with semicolon. This will show you one row created. Okay, one row created. At the same time, if you want to enter, see, if you want to insert 5 different values into student table, what you need to do is 5 times you should keep on typing the same statement, insert into student values, insert into student values. That time 5 different values you can give and you can able to get, okay, you can able to create 5 different rows. So let me see how many rows are already there in this. Select start from student. Okay, so already 2 rows already I created to this particular table student. One row is Khan and this is one row. Second row is John with this following values. I want to enter 5 different rows. I want to insert values for 5 different rows. Okay, the time I need to make use of the same statement again and again. It's a time consuming process. To avoid this, what we do, we try to insert multiple values at a time with the help of ampersand. How to do that? Let's see. Insert into student values. Okay, so here what you need to do is you should make use of ampersand symbol and you should give attribute name. You should attach attribute name to the ampersand symbol. So since it is varchar type, make use of ampersand and then make use of attribute name. That's it, very simple. Okay, so integer need not necessary to make use of single quote. Directly you can enter attribute, you can attach ampersand with the attribute. Okay, then third one is also of the type integer, so need not necessary to represent it in a single quote. So directly you can connect ampersand with the attribute value. Sorry, attribute, not value, attribute. Okay, so fourth one is address, which is of the type fourth one is address, which is of the type varchar. So you need to enter this within the single quote, attach this attribute with the ampersand symbol. Comma. Last one is age, which is of the type integers, need not necessary to make use of single quote. Directly you can attach this attribute with ampersand symbol. Fine. So let me connect this attribute with ampersand. And as usual, you need to end the insert statement with the insert command with the semicolon. That time it will directly ask you to enter the value. So already we created Khan. We have given Khan as one value to the first name, John as second value. Third value need to give. Let me give Kumar as first name value. So it will ask you to enter marks. Let me take this value. Randomly I'm taking the values, right? So it's asking mobile number to be entered to the student name Kumar. Okay. So let me take some random values. Okay. And then it will ask you to enter address. Okay. So address you need to give. It will ask you to enter age of Kumar. To give something, some random values I'm giving just for the sake of practice. So it will say you one row created. Okay. So now I need to add another row. So directly you can specify, you can enter the values without making use of insert into student values this statement, because typing the same statement again and again will obviously consume your precious time. Okay. So what I can do, instead of typing the same statement insert into student values, okay, you can directly enter /. Just specify /. It will keep on asking you to enter the values. Okay, so it is asking a first name of a student. What is that first name? You can give some value to the name. Okay, Raj, I'll give. It will ask to enter marks. Okay, so enter mobile number. Mobile number you enter address of student Raj. You enter the age of Raj. It will show you another row created, one row created. Okay, again I want to enter the values to the table student. Okay, we have a shortcut now. Don't make use of the statement insert into table name values. Just provide /. It will ask you to enter name. Okay, so Joseph, enter marks of Joseph. Mobile number, it will ask you to enter value of address. It will ask you to enter age. It is showing one row created. See here, how many rows we created easily? We created 3 rows without making use of insert statement. Directly with the help of making use of ampersand, we created these 3 rows. Let me see the values what I have entered to the student table. See, earlier we had only 2 rows. Now these rows we created with the help of ampersand. Okay. So this is one shortcut method I request the student to use in the lab. Okay, what I have seen previous year and all, students generally suffer to create the table and then insert values, because it is mandatory to give 5 different values. It's mandatory to create 5 tuples. Okay, in the examination they ask you to enter at least 5 tuples. Okay, 5 rows you should create. Okay, so to enter these values, students will struggle. Okay, because again and again making use of the statement insert into table name values and then missing comma, semicolon, and then not giving proper values, obviously students will suffer a lot. Okay, so next time when you come to lab, what you need to do is, whenever you want to enter values into the table, you make use of ampersand. It's better. Okay, and here what generally students will do mistake is try to understand this statement properly. When you want to make use of this shortcut ampersand, making use of ampersand and entering multiple values, you need to be very careful here. Student insert into table name values. here, first time when you start typing this command, making use of this ampersand, you need to attach attribute with ampersand, attribute of the table 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 with the ampersand. This is very, very important. Okay, you should be very careful here. I think all of you know, all of you understood this shortcut method to make use of ampersand. Okay. So now let me say you how to make use of, how to alter this table. We will see now. Assume that you created this table, okay, in the lab, but you forgot to add a column. You forgot to add one column. What you will do? See here, this is your table with the values. Okay. So you have 5 columns: first name, marks, okay, mobile number, address, and age. But you forgot to give USN of the student. You forgot to give USN to this student table. So what you need to do is, that time we may take help from this alter table command. We'll see how to do that. So let me add USN to this existing table student. Okay. So what you need to do, alter, need to follow the syntax. In the beginning, I shown you the syntax, right? So this is practically, we will see how to add that column USN to the existing table student. Alter table, table name is student, right? Alter table is syntax, alter table, table name. What you need to do, add. What you want to add, USN. Okay, USN. And you should not forget to give the data type. USN is of the type what? Varchar. Why USN is of the type varchar? Because it will include both integer as well as character. 1 KN 10 CS 001. Okay, so 1 KN 10 CS, obviously it show that. So you have mix of character as well as integer. So such kind of data types we can specify with the help of varchar. Okay, varchar 2 of 10. Okay, so close the bracket properly. So it will show you table altered. Okay, what I have done here, alter table student, we are adding we have student table. Okay, so we have student table, but we don't have USN. So what if we want to add USN to existing table, what you need to do is, in the case of this statement, alter table, table name, make use of add command, and then which attribute you want to add to the table, that should specify with its respective data type. Okay, it will show you table altered. So let me see whether it is added or not to the student table. So you can see here, USN is already added to student table. Okay, so USN is already added to student table. Earlier it was not there, now it is added. Okay, so this is one way of just altering your existing table. Okay, now if you want to drop one column from a table, let me say I want to drop this entire marks column. I don't want this column in my existing table student. Okay, I don't want marks column. Okay, how to do that? Again, I need to alter my table, alter table student. Okay, drop, make use of drop command. Drop, what you need to drop? marks, this column, right? Marks and this with semicolon. What it is showing now? Table altered. Here, it's very important to remember two important things. That is, one is when to make use of add and when to make use of drop. You need to remember. Second very important thing is whenever you want to create or whenever you want to add a column to the table, don't forget to specify its data type and its respective size. Okay. At the same time, whenever you want to drop a column from the existing table, need not necessarily specify its data type and size. Directly, you can specify that attribute whichever you want to drop. Okay. See here, I'm dropping this marks column, right? So what I'm doing here, just I'm putting attribute name marks with drop, and that's it. Drop command I'm using, and then I'm specifying which particular attribute I do want to drop from the existing table, and end this command with the semicolon. Obviously, it will alter your table. Okay, it will drop marks column from student table. So let me see whether it is dropped or not. So if you want to check the values of your table, make use of select command, select star from table name is student. Let me see whether marks appearing in the table or not. So you can see here marks column is not there. It is dropped. Okay, marks column is not there. It is dropped already. Okay, understanding? So we have so this is with respect to making use of add and drop, adding a column to existing table and dropping a column from existing table. Okay. Now, sometimes what happens, when we create a table, we specify varchar. Let me show you the description first so that you can understand better. Student. Okay, see here what I have done. Address I have given varchar 2 of 10. So just with the help of this size 2 of 10, I can't able to store address. Try to understand carefully. This is very important. See, varchar 2 of 10. What I have specified here, data type and it's a size for the address. So this size is not enough to accommodate address because address consists of name of the student, okay, and then particular location, door number, location, then it has to include area, landmark, it has to include city, it has to include state, it has to include country. So within varchar 2 of 10, within this size, you can't able to write entire address. If you try to make use of varchar 2 of 10 and if you specify n number of content to address attribute, it will give you an error message called as insufficient address space. Okay, insufficient space to the attribute address. That time we need to modify this content. Okay, let me modify this content address varchar 2 of 10 is there. No, let me increase the size of this 10 to either 50 or 30. Okay, and more than that also. But what I have observed in the lab is where students will give more number here, such as 2 of 200, 2 of 300 like that. Obviously, it will waste memory space. To avoid that, it's better to use 2 of 30, 2 of 40 like that only when we want to enter multiple, okay, I mean large content to the attribute. Okay, so how to do that? Let me show you with the help of example. Alter table name. So what you need to do, you need to modify, which may make use of modify command, and then which one address you are modifying, right? So address is of the type varchar. So make use of this address. Okay. So change it to varchar 2 of 50. Okay. So it is showing. So in the identify here. So modify address varchar 2 of 50. Now it is showing table altered. Okay. So let me see whether it is altered or not. Earlier for the address we have given only varchar 2 of 10. Okay. Since as I said you, address may include more contents such as name of the student, then it has to go to door number, then it has to go to area, then it has to go to city, then it has to go to landmark, then it has to search, then you should search student within a particular city, then state, then country. Obviously, so many things you need to enter, right? When you want to enter student address. So within the size of 2 of 10, you can't able to store all this content. So what we have done, we modified this varchar 2 of 10 this content to accommodate more contents by increasing this size. So what we have done, from 2 of 10 we tried to change it to 2 of 50. Okay, so this we have done with the help of modify command. Okay, so we'll see. Let me see whether it is modified or not with the help of executing the statement. If you describe your table, obviously it will show you whether the contents are modified or not. Okay. See here, earlier it was address, earlier it was showing 2 of 10. Now the content of the address changed to 2 of 50. Understood? I think I hope that you understood this topic. This is very important because many times students will do mistake. They give insufficient memory space to the attributes or to the column names. That time student will get error while creating the table itself. If you are unable to create the table, obviously it will take more time to insert the values into the table. Then you won't get sufficient time to execute your programs, to execute your queries. Okay. Hope you understood this modify also. So let me summarize this. So with the help of alter command, what we have done, three different operations what we can perform with the help of alter command is, with the help of alter command, we can add a column with the help of this statement alter table name, add column name with its respective data type, and then with the help of drop command, we can alter the table and we can drop a particular column. At the same time, what we have done, we can modify the size with the help of modify command. That also with the help of alter statement itself. Okay. So this is with respect to alter command. Okay. So again, let me fetch the values. If you want to fetch the values, what you have entered to the table, that you can do with the help of select star from table name. Okay. See, this is coming like this because what we have done here, we have given varchar 2 of 50 to address attribute. We have given varchar 2 of 50 to address attribute. That's why this table is coming like this. Let me modify it once again. Alter table student. I'm doing this kind of mistakes because you should know, if you encounter this kind of mistakes, how to rectify this. Okay. So see, if you have this kind of table, obviously it's very difficult to analyze your query. Okay. That's why let it be in the proper order. So let me change address of size of address once again. So let me give 20 address. So 20 size to the address attribute. So table altered. Let me fetch the values once again. With the help of select statement. Now it is in the proper order. Now it is in proper order. Sometimes what happen, we feel the necessity to change or to give new name to the column. By mistake, I have given a first name to my table student. What I have done, I have given attribute name as first name to my student table. I don't want this name. I want to rename this attribute just as a name. Okay, so let me rename that. So how to do that? We'll see with the help of example. Okay, so what I have done here, I want to rename. So that also we can do. Renaming of column. Renaming of column also done with the help of alter table command itself. Okay, so in the beginning itself, I shown you syntax to rename a column. Okay, I want to rename this column first name to name. Okay, so what I need to do, alter table student rename column. This you need to remember. Very important, very important syntax. Okay, alter table student rename column. So let me rename. So already we have what we have first name, right? First name to name. Okay, so what I have done, it is showing that it is showing the output as table altered. Okay, table altered. What I have done, so I alter student table. I altered student table. What I am renaming a column. Which column? First name. This is one attribute what we have here. First name. I am renaming this column as name. Okay, so a statement or syntax to perform that is alter table name, rename column, first column name to old column name to new column name. Okay, and at that time it will alter your table. So let me show you the content whether it is updated or not. Yes, see here. So earlier in my table student, I had column name as first name. Now after renaming this first name attribute with the help of this statement, alter table student, I'm renaming a column. Okay, first name to name. So I'm getting here name as my attribute in the already existing student table. Okay, so by this way you can rename your column or you can rename your attribute. So earlier it was first name, now it is just a name. Okay, so this is by this way you can rename your attributes or you can rename column also. That is also possible with the help of this command, alter command. Okay, renaming a column is also possible with the help of alter command. Let me summarize once again. So what are the different operations you can perform with the help of alter? We can, with the help of alter command, you can add a column. With the help of alter command, you can add a column to the existing table. Okay, student. So you can add a column to the existing table. You can drop a column from the existing table, and even you can modify a size with the help of alter command. Okay, and then you can perform rename operation. You can rename your column with the help of alter. That is also possible. Okay, here we have done what we have done here. Earlier column name was first name, first underscore name, but later we need rename this column to just a name for the existing table student. Okay, so these are the different operations you can perform with the help of alter command. Okay, then we have seen how to enter multiple values also. So at last, let me say you how to save this content of the table permanently into the database. So if you want to save this content permanently to the database, that time you need to give a commit statement. Commit, and then as usual, every command should end with semicolon. So if you give commit statement, it will say commit complete. That means what? Whatever changes or modifications you have done to the table student, okay, that is already permanently saved into the system. Okay, permanently saved into the database. Okay, so commit command basically we use to store. Commit is used to permanently save the changes done in the transaction in the table or the database. Okay, actually, so hope you understood today's topic. Okay, so here very important thing is making use of ampersand to enter multiple values into the table, as well as making use of alter command with its different options, and also what is the use of rename, how to rename a particular column into the existing system, so existing table, how to rename a column from the existing table, and also how to make use of commit statement. What is the use of commit statement? Okay, hope you understood today's topic. If you have any doubt, you can directly you can ping me. Please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.